All right, apologies. I know we're about 60 hours late, roundabout, goddamn near. But this is episode 61 of the Talk Shit Podcast. I am Dr. Evil Genius. I will be joined in very short order by the venerable Captain Paul. Do you want a little captain in you? All right, so you see the title. We're going to be giving uh, the sympathy that the gym girls without the trend of victimization, man, we don't know where these girls would be. Now we are, coming late to the party on this. We've been wanting to cover this for a while. In fact, this topic was suggested by one of our great followers, Dan Jensen. So thank you for kind of proposing this topic. I mean, we did mean to cover it, but had a lot going on. Mrs. Evil is like 1,000. Elbow coughing away through it. Yeah. So we'll probably do a show next week, thanking you guys and kind of going through, what it took to get to 1,000 subscribers and all of that stuff. So, we'll definitely check that out. Okay, so the Jim Hoos. Hey, what's up, Dan? Again, this topic was suggested by our guy Dan Jensen, and we got Carbon in the house. What's up, man? How you doing? It's a nice Friday evening. Okay, so we're gonna cover some of the situations that have been occurring in gyms. Now, I've worked in gyms. Wow. How long have I been working in gyms? I've been working in gyms. It's 2023 now, like 11 years as a trainer. And I've obviously, one of my favorite shirts that I purchased when I was a trainer at Crunch, practice safe sets. And apparently this is apropos in this particular situation. But before we get into that, let's welcome in the guy with the technical difficulties today.
What's going on, man? Apparently in the Bluetooth, the volume was all the way down. So like when I was barely hearing you, that was completely on my end. I was like, dude, what the fuck? What's going on here? But hey, man, what's going on, man? 1,000 subscribers, and how much did we gain the last day? Like it had to be over 50 at this point.
I mean, we'll probably talk more about it next week when we do a show devoted to it. But let's just say there's a big shakeup with the YouTube higher ups, and we will talk about that next week. But it's been a strange journey to 1K, and of course, we could not have done it without any of you. So we are very grateful that you guys are laying the foundation for the growth of this community that we are attempting to build. Now, I've worked in gyms for over a decade, and so I've got a lot of stories. Got a lot of stories about a lot of the things that I've seen and witnessed and experienced in gyms, especially when dealing with the opposite sex. But, I just kind of wanted to give my viewpoint as, we react to some of the stuff that's going on now. From Cap, from your particular point of view, what are you hearing, man?
A lot about women in gyms and shit like that, because I kind of came cut in mid in, so.
Yeah, like, you get these women that are like, oh my God, I'm a victim. Everybody, please, please give me attention because a guy looked at me.
Stupid. It's stupid. I mean, let's just call it what it is. It's essentially they're trying to ensnare an entrapment. That's all it is. They're trying to make men look bad that are just going to the gym to work out. I mean, there was one viral video that we've all seen that went around that a dude that was like willing just to help her out, like kind of get plates off the deck and onto the bar, I believe it was. He
Mm-hmm.
was labeled as a creep in her video or something of that ilk. Pretty stupid, if I'm gonna just be very frank with my wording.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, let's just call it what it is. You have these women doing absolutely insane and stupid stuff in the gym at times. They have a tripod set up, and you're fucking telling me they don't want attention? I mean, if I came in with a camera crew, or just even a tripod in the gym, lifting up weights, wouldn't that attract attention, regardless male or female? So when you have this tripod, you have your phone looking at you. I mean, you're gonna get the curious glance at you. But the problem is that the women in today's day and age, um, they're given. I feel like how would I have said that? They were just giving. They're just given so much from society with little effort. You know what I mean? Like you have
Mm-hmm.
these women that become Instagram models, which congratulations, you created an account and you post half naked pictures. And you have these simps out here and these thirsty dudes desperate for attention, and you're gonna find an audience. Congratulations. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when it kind of comes down to it, um, it's I don't know, just very narcissistic in a sense. I don't know, just my opinion. I think with these women going into gyms where people are just trying to work out, better themselves, and then you've even seen some comments of them insulting other uh, gym goers if they're male because they looked. It's like it's just we're at a full fever pitch of stupidity, and makes me wish cancer took me.
Oh man, it's
I
getting
mean that.
dark, y'all. It's getting
I
dark.
mean that, bro. Like legitimately, with the stupidity that we're seeing in society, it's like maybe I shouldn't have taken that tumor out. Just saying, maybe I should still have a full toxic pancreas. But I have no love for it at all. I think it's stupid, and we live in a society that is all self fucking indulgent, right? Like all about me, me, me. So I'm not really surprised, but um, I don't know. I mean, you're the personal trainer, so you're in these settings. I don't know how often this happens when you go work with clients, but like quite frankly, if I was a personal trainer, like there's a point where it's that would get fucking annoying for me.
Right. Right.
Stop, get the fuck out my way. Let me do my thing. Like I'll respect your space as long as you respect mine. But don't be. That's another thing. If you want to record, in my opinion, either have a home gym or go to a gym that's an open policy or whatever, an expectation. But you're going to a public gym, which most of these videos are, because most of these Instagram models are Instagram poor. Like, dude, like go do your own thing. Like, don't be bugging people because they're trying to better themselves. Just that whole. I'm sorry, that just bothers me. Just stupid.
Well, it's really funny that you had mentioned. How often does this happen as a trainer? Okay.
Mm.
I am. We're gonna get into this right quick. Okay. Just bear with me one moment as I attempt to set this up. Um, because you said how often does it happen as a trainer, and I've had this happen as a
Mm.
trainer in different ways. It's happened to me. Um, but I want to share this with you guys. I want to share this with you guys here. Um, uh, we'll go this way. Okay. I want you guys to kind of like follow this here because many of you have not seen this clip, but I am so grateful to Joey Swole because this is actually the first video that he posted on his channel. When you want to talk about what trainers have gone through. So we're just going to let this play real quick and then we'll come back and we'll analyze it.
For myself, he threatened to call the police and revoke my membership.
something? Do you need something? Do you need something? Okay, I thought so. Keep it pushing.
You're getting rude, you can leave. Nobody was looking at you any type of way. Just because somebody glances at you briefly when taking your pump cover off doesn't give you the right to post a video on social media labeling them as a pervert.
All right. So obviously he's 100 million% correct. But we're going to go back and we are going to analyze this. And I'm going to kind of let you know what it's like from a professional standpoint. Okay. So this trainer gets caught on camera being a pervert. So already we're on the wrong foot because looking in your direction, or so you think, somehow is you being a
Myself,
pervert.
he threatens to call the police and revoke.
Now, if you look in the background here, if you kind of look at like how, just kind of look right
To
here
call
in the
the police
background here.
and revoke my membership.
So they're having a conversation here where either they're talking about something that has nothing to do with fitness. It could have been some story that the trainer was telling, or the trainer is trying to explain to him something about a movement pattern or how to get, that optimal contraction, because it looks like they are on one of the incline chest press machines. I don't really like to have my clients on those for reasons we'll talk about in another stream, but he's having a direct conversation with the client who is sitting on the bench in the incline chest press machine. And you can see that through the animations that the two guys are only looking at each other, right? They're having a conversation. They're only looking at each other. Now you can see that he's now distracted. Now he was a part of the conversation. He's distracted now. Like, why is this woman disrobing in public? I mean, is that a reasonable thing to think about?
I mean, yeah. I mean, quite frankly, when you see a dude at the gym start to take his shirt off, people are like, "What?" I mean,
yeah. What is he doing?
Like what? This is attention seeking.
Right. Now, if you look at the animation, she did this specifically. If you look at the setup where she's at, because if you look at where she's at in the gym, and you see that there's the preacher curl stand here, which means that she's probably in the mirror where the dumbbells are.
Yeah.
You're never supposed to be standing right in front of the dumbbells. That is a cardinal sin of gym goership. To be a good citizen at the gym, you know, if you're going to set up your camera, fine, but you're supposed to take several steps back so that people who want to access the dumbbells can do so easily. So a lot of times people want to, stand right up against the stand, and they want to get their bicep curls in right up against the mirror. And then, people are trying to, get this dumbbell to that dumbbell, and you're in the fucking way. Right? So kids, don't try this at home. Don't stand right in front of the fucking dumbbell rack to do anything. Let's look. So if you look at how animated she is, she, she is intent. She set this up so that she can be confrontational. And you can tell by how her head is shaking. She does not want to know if you need something, especially from across the gym.
Do you need something? Do you need something?
No, so you see, like, he kind of steps over because he wasn't quite sure. He was like, "Listen, you can't possibly be talking to me."
Do you need something?
And look at the look on his face. Does he look like he wants to bend her over to preacher curl and hit her from the back? Does he look? Look at this guy's face. Look at this guy's face here. Look at his face.
He's not interested.
Okay.
I thought so.
And I thought so. I thought so. Look at how hot I am. See, everybody wants me. I thought so. Do you need something like my diamond encrusted vagina?
I mean, Jesus.
Oh, look, she just whipped the hair. I told him, look, I totally owned this sexually attracted heterosexual male.
Keep it pushing.
You know, his client was pushing it until she started just rolling on the floor. And the guy only took 3 steps toward her because of the nasty attitude. See, she thought he was going to be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, Your Highness. You're so much better looking. Oh my God. Can I put $1,000 in your Cash App for the oh my God. I need the privilege of breathing on the same gym floor as you. Can I have your Cash App? That's what she thought she was going to get.
Just because somebody glances at you briefly when taking your pump cover off doesn't give you the right to post a video on social media labeling them as a pervert.
So obviously, Joey Swole also covered the situation that went viral very recently, where a chick tried the same shit. She tried the same shit here.
About.
All right. So let's get into it.
This is how to not approach girls at the gym.
I hate this. I hate when I say this. It's so uncomfortable. Feral, like fucking feral.
What?
This is 5 pounds. And these are the weights. Excuse me? You don't have to do that. It's okay. No, it's okay. I got it. Thank you, though. See what I mean? All right, here we go.
That was like nothing. I don't like the one thing that's confusing about that is like he legitimately did nothing. He was just in the background, kind of just chilling. And I mean, let's just call it as he's talking to herself, mumbling to herself. Like, wouldn't you look at somebody that is looking fucking insane? Like just like hunched over, like feral. Like who wouldn't look at that? Like, oh damn, like you got some mental issues.
Carbon. Carbon, you make a really good point here. Honestly, watching both of these videos seems like the guys are more interested in the GoPro rather than the women. And the thing is, anytime that you end up on somebody's camera, you're going to make people uncomfortable and it's going to draw people's attention. First of all, people want to know, well, what are you doing? And what's such a big deal that you need to have a camera in front of you? This chick is doing first of all, she starts off with what is that? A 75-pound hip thrust. You know what that is? A waste of fucking time. If you're supposed to be a gym girl and I'm so fit, 75 pounds is a waste of everybody's time. That's number one. But we're going to start right here. Okay? And this is the thing that fucks me up, people. These chicks have it in their mind. All these guys want me. I'm so hot. Look, everywhere I go, everybody just wants me. Oh.
to not approach girls at the gym?
I hate this. I hate this. I hate when they're sweet eyes.
Notice how he has not approached her at all. He hasn't approached her. What are you talking about? This is how not to approach girls at the gym. Yeah, he didn't even fucking approach you. But here's the thing that kills me, y'all. And I haven't heard anybody talk about this. Because when I look at this situation, I look how this gym is set up here. She's set up in front of the fucking squat rack. And guess what she's not doing, y'all? What is she not doing, Cap? What is she not doing in front of the squat rack, Cap?
Getting the fuck out of the way.
Squatting. She's not squatting. Another cardinal rule of the gym is don't do anything in the squat rack that doesn't have anything to do with squatting or deadlifting.
Yeah.
She could have set up her weighted hip thrust somewhere else. And when you look at the guy, he's off in the corner. He's probably looking in that direction, wondering, I wonder if she's going to get out of this area so I can use the squat rack. I'm pretty sure if you asked this guy what was actually going on that day, oh, somebody's doing a floor exercise in the squat rack.
That's kind of
This is just as bad. This is just as bad, Cap, as doing bicep curls in the squat rack.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the shit that pissed me off about this the most, Cap.
Well, the problem is that you have a lot of people that want to be, how would I say, fitness influencers, but they really don't know the etiquette.
Is such a savage.
Oh, God. Oh, shit.
Yo, oh, my God.
And like, listen, I must call it what it is. I mean, is she a decent looking girl? She ain't bad, but I mean, like, she ain't no model, right? I mean, and that's it's just the...
Don't jump the gun, Cap. Don't jump the gun, because we're going to go there.
But, I mean, when it kind of comes down to it, like when I had a full functioning hip, and even like back in the day when I used to work out with hockey, is you would, like you said, barbell rack, you would take it over somewhere else, different area, so people could come and go and get weight. So you're not the asshole standing and like curling in front of some the weight rack, fucking up someone else that needs to get to a certain weight. Same with the squat rack. If you're not squatting, there's no need. Like there's tons of gym space for you to kind of do those exercises. It's just common sense, honestly.
Right.
Common fucking sense.
So let's go through this a little bit more, right? And the guy keeps looking over in there. And remember, she's at an angle where you can't see anything physically attractive about her. He's looking at her right shoulder. So it's not like he's at an angle like, wow, let me look at that booty. Because the fucking box is blocking that. The only thing he can see is basically the back of her fucking neck.
Yeah.
He doesn't look hungry either, like, oh, I want to get her, right?
No.
Feral, like fucking feral.
Now, and look, she tries to slow it. Look at the shaming tactic here, y'all. Look at the shaming tactic. She slowed it down. Right? The guy looks like he's trying to warm up, and it looks like he's kind of like lost his patience here. When you see he kind of gets off the hip extension machine here, right? This is a guy who is probably ready to squat. He has a lot of shit that he needs to get done because look, if you look at his physique, does it look like he likes to waste time at the gym?
No.
That guy doesn't look like he's got all day to look at a fucking, bargain bin bitch at the gym. You don't think that there's like, she's a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
What, she thinks she's the only chick that looks like that?
Yeah.
And look again, and I just want you to watch how he kind of gets off the hip extension.
5 pounds.
This guy doesn't have time for your bullshit. I hesitate to grab my weight because him standing directly in front of me made me extremely uncomfortable. He's gonna e-par me on the gym floor with all the security cameras here in broad daylight. Oh my God, they all want me. Oh. No, he wants a fucking squat rack. Get the fuck out the way.
Excuse me?
And look, he grabs the plate because she's wasting his fucking time. This is what pissed me off about this clip. All this other stuff, because we're going to show you what she put on the screen. Some pretty disgusting things, okay? But this is what triggered me. He's grabbing the plate so that you can put it on so you can do your worthless workout. It's worthless. Woman, you are wasting your time. You're not doing this exercise as a weight that is going to plump up that backside. You're wasting your time and you're in front of the squat rack. So you're wasting his time. So he goes to get the plate to put it on so that you'll hurry the fuck up and get the fuck out. The world does not revolve around you.
You don't have to do that. It's okay. No,
You don't have to do that. It's okay. I'm just here to waste everybody's goddamn time.
it's okay. I got it. Thank you, though.
Now let's talk about this. You want to take a look at this, Cap?
Oh, Jesus Christ. What if I just ripped his PP out of his socket so he could never reproduce again?
And this is all because he wants to move her out of the way, Cap, because she's wasting his time. That guy actually looks like he's military. And you know everything that they do in the military because you did the Merchant Marine thing. You know how regimented people who are military or military adjacent, you know how they get down.
Yeah, dude, you just don't waste time. You make it efficient. You get things done, and you just keep fucking shit moving. And just waiting around for some fucking bimbo to just, I don't know what she's doing on that inside the squat rack, like with that weight, but whatever. It's a whole different conversation. It's just a waste of fucking time. Like, get the fuck out of the way.
Let me explain to you what she's trying to do. Because you and Traditionalists are asking the same question. So I figure I'll explain it. So the hip thrust, when done at a weight that is not a waste of everybody's time, gets you a way to get direct hamstring and glute integration and glute activation. So if you get the proper squeeze on this where your hips are going directly in line with the resistance, meaning that you're not shifting forward, you're not shifting back, but you're extending the hips straight up at the sky, like you're doing the glute bridge. Remember the glute bridge, Cap?
Yep.
It's a weighted glute bridge. Okay?
Okay.
Now, if you do this properly, you get maximum recruitment of the largest muscle group in the body, which is the glutes. The glutes by volume, the largest muscle group in the body. You can use this in conjunction with other hip extension movements like squats, deadlifts, RDLs, rack pulls, single leg squats, single leg RDLs, walking lunges, lunging in place, split squats. I can go on and on and on and on. All right. But if you're targeting the glutes, you need to be hitting it at a weight that raises your strength ceiling, which also raises your ability to do higher volumes at slightly lower weight so that you can force the muscle to grow through the overload principle. The overload principle is when you put a workload on a muscle group or muscle complex that's more than the body can handle. So it forces the body to adjust by either recruiting more motor units, or in the best case scenario, creating more motor units, and or making the muscle cells a bit larger, more mitochondria, and if you're lucky, it'll grow an extra nucleus. So you're making the muscle just more competent and packs in more energy. And if it has more energy, you have more movement potential, which would allow you to lift heavier and or more or do more volume. So if you're doing it the right way, with the right approach, with the right intensity, then you can actually get something going. But it took her 5 minutes to load on plates. She ain't working at the proper intensity because she ain't there to work out anyway. She's there to get victimization points. That's why she's there. So she's really wasting everybody's time.
Well, and I mean, I'll just read off these other ones just quickly. This is why I don't want kids. Your attitude, you shouldn't have kids. Natural
Please.
selection, better take these.
Please let your
weirdos out.
bloodline end with you. Please.
the only
beg
weirdo
you.
in this situation is you. And he's going to jail for staring at an underage 21-year-old. Okay.
Yeah, so let's take the natural selection. Are there more girls in the world that look like her or men that look like him?
Girls that look like her.
Right. So natural selection states that he's probably fucking bitches that look better than you.
Facts.
I mean, you didn't hear, Kat, that women love men in uniform? You never heard of that? Military
they
guys?
do.
That guy looks
No, they
U.S.
do.
Army or United States Marine Corps.
100%. I mean, like, let's call it what it is, man. Like, she's just average. And the problem is, though, social media.
She's a
makes
little bit
everyone
higher
think-
than average. I'm not gonna shit on her like that.
I will.
Especially when you look at the obesity epidemic here in this country. I give her a solid 6.75 to
That's
7.
like average, though. That's like average, though, out of a 10 scale.
Between 4 and 6. Average is 50%. So the low end of average would be in the 40th percentile. The high end of average would be in the 60th percentile. So on the scale, average would be a flat 5. Low end of average would be a 4. The high end of average would be a 6. But we talk about above average, anything above a 6, below average, anything below a 4.
Well, you said a 6, though. You said a 6.5.
Like a 6.25, 6.5 to 7.5.
You know, if we're gonna go into decimals and all these calculations, I'll do a 5.71, just to be different. You know, so we could really break down the scale. And,
Kat, if you're gonna do that, you know I'm gonna challenge you on this. So you're gonna have to tell me what about her is flatly average.
I don't know, her face. Like I said, just this is obviously subjective, but just
Right.
attraction wise, just average. I don't know. Each their own.
Well-
That's just my take on it.
Well, when I look at her, her skin looks healthy. So for number one, that raises the points. Her hair looks healthy. She's actually in the gym. She's part of the top 5% of any community. Because only 5% of people in any given community will you find at the gym. That's number one.
Well-
Number two, when you look at the shape of her legs, the shape of her arms, and you look at the fact that the obesity rate in this country is straddling 50%, and she actually looks physically fit, that alone puts her in above average. Now, does she
for
lose
you-
a lot of points for being worthless?
Yeah, I mean,
She
like, listen,
is the established titles of gym girls.
Yo. Listen, just look wise.
She
and stuff
loses
like that,
points
I get,
there.
Like, listen, look wise. I'm not looking at personality. It's a 5.71. Excuse me. If you're including personality, it's a solid 0. So it's
We're gonna agree. We're gonna agree there. We're definitely gonna agree there. This is why I don't want kids. What the fuck does children have to do with this?
That's what all these weirdo feminists do. Let's just call it what it is. It's like they're all against procreating, even though technically they were procreated. So whatever.
And here's the thing that kills me, Cap. And this is what this chick got roasted for. He's going to jail for staring at an underage 21-year-old.
I mean, listen, I admire her saying that she's childish like that. I respect it. Like, at least she's very open and honest that she's she has the mindset of a child and she really has no maturity. That's dope. Like I'd rather bitches on these apps do like, oh yeah, like I'm an underage 22-year-old or some shit. Like I want to know you're stupid off the rip. So I actually appreciate that personally. It's a self.
And she actually took time to she actually took time to type all of this out because she just knew that she was just going to get 50,000 more subscribers on her OnlyFans. Yes, folks. That's the punchline to all of this. Now, she claims after all of this that she just doesn't like to be sexualized.
Oh, no.
They sexualized me. And I don't like to be sexualized. Turns out she's got an OnlyFans. She's got an OnlyFans.
Popping that
Now-
pussy for $1. Gotta respect
You know what I'm
it.
saying? Like, the fuck? Now,
Bro, you can't claim. So wait a minute. So is she into child porn? Like I have to ask that. That's weird. Like if you underage 21-year-old, I'm just I just said a no. Well, I apologize, but like when it kind of comes down to it, it's like you can't claim that you're underage and then you're on OnlyFans showing your ass out for $1, right?
no, but she doesn't like to be sexualized. She feels unsafe when she's approached. She doesn't want anybody to look at her, but then she takes a bunch of naked photos, puts it on the internet, and then charges people to look at her. I don't like being looked at.
It's stupid. Because
She's not
She
underage,
wanted-
Carbon. She has an
No.
OnlyFans account.
let's just call it what it is. She wanted to be a victim for a minute to get more followers, like you said. That's what's at play here. And every woman is empowered right now to have a victim moment. It kind of gets them traction online. Like, how do I put this? Essentially, it's like, okay, so online shaming men for women is like white people shooting up schools. It's like a fucking claim for attraction or something. I don't get it. It's weird. It's just very weird. So,
Well,
I don't know.
You know, I want to really shout out Joey Swole. We're going to go back and we're going to put a link to his channel because he actually has people stealing his content and his likeness on YouTube. So we're going to put the actual link to Joey Swole's seemingly almost brand new YouTube channel, which he's made, I think, in the last 4 to 7 weeks. We're going to put a link to Joey Swole's channel because the dude is a good guy. And, you know, it's funny. You said something very interesting about victimization.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm about to show you guys, wow.
Well, it's still early in the year and maybe you've signed up for a gym membership as part of your New Year's resolution to get healthy. But it can be an intimidating space, especially if you're a novice and you're surrounded by lean, mean fitness machines.
Is she speaking from experience, Cap?
Probably. I don't know.
Because she's looking a little soft, like she's had an extra egg McMuffin.
Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, I think she was kind of, speaking from guilty experience.
And the obligatory selfie camera too, of course.
And of course, you might also be put off by the prospect of being made fun of because, you're not part of the gym culture. Well, there is one man who is on a mission to make the gym a safe and inclusive place for everyone, no matter the gender, color, size, or shape.
Loader, being the person closest to the camera, posted this on their page to make fun of the man's poor form behind them.
So
I
you
would
set your
roast him,
phone
but
up
not
to act
publicly.
like you're recording yourself flexing just so you can move out of the way to get a video of that man behind you to make fun of him on social media. Let me remind you guys of something. If you see somebody in the gym that doesn't have the best form or maybe doesn't know what they're doing, you have two options. Option one, you can approach them respectfully and kindly ask if they want your help. If they say yes, teach them, show them how. Option two, mind your own business. Filming somebody to post them on social media to make fun of them for likes and attention is never an option.
I will say that there is a caveat. There's one caveat. I'm going to put y'all up on game. Here in the United States, 3 out of every 4 personal training clients are women. That means for every 3 women that has a trainer that knows what the fuck they're doing, only 1 man does. What do you think the other men are doing that don't have the proper instruction? It's all about ego, Cat. So I give you guys an example, right? I was working with JD a couple days ago. Okay, let's table this. Let's table this for a second. I was working with JD a couple of days ago, and I go to set JD up to do something, but on the way by, I see that a guy is doing a barbell bench press, and I kind of took an extra 15 seconds to make sure that the movement pattern that I saw was what I saw. And what I saw wasn't particularly good. But what he does is when he racks the weight, he sits up and he starts grabbing at his shoulder. You've seen this in the gym before, Kat?
Yeah.
Now, if somebody is supposed to be working the pectoralis major, because that's really what you're targeting on the barbell bench press, and they're grabbing at the shoulder, that means that they're getting a pain signal, the type of pain signal that says, hey, guy, it's Mr. Shoulder here. I don't like what you're doing. Can you please stop this and do something else? Yeah. So as I'm walking by, I say, hey, are you okay over there? It looks like you're having some discomfort with your shoulder. And he freezes and he goes, no, I'm all right. And I take a couple of steps away and I'm like, are you sure? Because pain in the joint means that your body would like you to do something different or to do that a different way. Your body's asking you to change something. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm all right. Right? After seeing idiots ruin themselves for life, because remember, when you go into the gym, you're altering your body. The only body you get, because we don't have, this is not Ghost in the Shell standalone complex where you could just,
could be someday.
Take, huh?
Could be someday. You never know.
Yeah, but today ain't that day. So you're not going to be able to, slip your consciousness out of your prosthetic body and just put it into another one. We don't have that right now. So if you're going to do stuff that is going to alter your body, at least know what the fuck you're doing. Or if somebody who seems like they know what they're doing says, hey, you look like you're in discomfort. Right? So in those situations, after you've already proven that your ego is the thing that you came to work out, I'm going to roast you. Right? That other guy that was doing that weird shit, I wouldn't roast him to his face, but that shit looked funny. All right? I'm going to roast him. But I'm going to help him by putting him in a situation where he won't be roasted again. But if you give me that male ego, I'm going to roast you. I'm not as good a guy as Joey Swole, which is why I'm giving him the credit here. Okay? But guys, if you're feeling pain in the joint or you're feeling an electrical pain through your muscles, stop doing what you're doing because it's not working.
Oh, yeah, put it up.
Gym culture.
Most of all, just tired of seeing it. Somebody that's, very adamant about what the gym can do for people and somebody that promotes gym positivity. It's really sad to see this type of culture, this toxic gym culture, as I like to call it, taking over social media that intimidates people from starting their journey because, in all honesty, it couldn't be farther from the truth of what the true gym community is all about.
Joey, some of your posts address
the dude is so right. Now, I want to make this very clear. We had a back and forth with some other content creators that, of course, Cap never shows up for work. Even when he says he's going to show up for work, he doesn't show up for work. But one of the things that I mentioned in that live stream when we had JD here, shout out to JD from NY206. Go check him out. OTS Family for Life. When you make fun of people who are making the effort, you're creating an environment where the people who need to be in the gym the most don't want to be there. See, the guys that look like Joey Swole, obviously he needs to go to the gym if he wants to maintain that level of muscle mass. That's that level of skeletal muscle. But the dude is healthy. He doesn't need to be there. The people who are living unhealthy lifestyles, they actually need to be in the gym. And when you're making fun of them, when they're trying to make an effort, you're the asshole, not them. So Joey Swole, 1,000,000% correct here.
Of what the true gym community is all about.
You know, Joey, some of your posts address women who complain about not feeling safe in gyms. I just want to show the audience one of these posts.
This man does nothing wrong. Again, there is a huge difference between staring at somebody, being a gym creep, and simply glancing or looking at somebody.
Now, I want to take you guys back to something. Because the guy, actually, when you look at this guy standing here, right? And the guy that's standing here, when you look at him, he's he's a guy that keeps himself fit, but he looks kind of short. And he doesn't really kind of look like the kind of guy that women go for unless, he's got a lot of zeros in his bank account followed by crooked numbers. Am I off base here, Kat?
I mean, dude looks fine to me, but you're like whatever.
But remember, women only swipe right on dating apps somewhere between 3 and 6% of the time.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying.
Do you think that this guy would make? Do you think this guy is in the top 97%?
No, I wouldn't say that. But
that's the point that I'm making.
Dude's in the
right?
gym, dude in the gym doing his thing. I can't knock it.
Right, the dude is and obviously he's in great physical shape. You can tell that he's wearing runner shorts.
Yeah.
So this guy is not a bodybuilder, but he's probably running somewhere between 10 and 30 miles a week at the least.
Yeah.
Okay. If you look at how his face is naturally drawn in a little bit, let's see if you see how his face is kind of drawn in, this is somebody who, he's a runner. That guy does a lot of cardio. Okay. He's not going to be the guy that is going to make them cream their pants on the gym floor. Right. But I want you guys to kind of look at the direction that he's looking, right? Because he's looking towards the camera. He looks to his left, looks toward the camera, looks at them, looks away, and then skips them.
Man.
Is that staring, Kat?
No, it's not scaring. You're looking because you see a camera, and then you see her laying on the like. It is what it is.
It looks like they're about to do 2 girls, 1 cup on the gym floor.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty fucking
so
much.
When you're seeing people doing weird shit on the gym floor, right? It's almost like if you saw that somebody was stuck on the train, their car stalls out in the train tracks, and they call you a creep for looking as the train's about to come.
I mean, I think Bearded Fern put it here the best is that I think it doesn't look like he's creeping at all. It just looks like he's saying what the fuck, because that's what it looked like. That's what it came to me. It's like, what the fuck? It's just interesting. Very, very interesting.
And does nothing wrong. Again, there is a huge difference between staring at somebody, being a gym creep, and simply glancing or looking at somebody. This man is standing next to the machine that he's using, waiting to hit his set while his partner goes.
Now,
Joey, some of your posts address.
I really want you to listen very fucking carefully, because I'm bringing you back here for a reason, folks. Listen very fucking carefully to how she phrases this question.
Women who complain about not feeling safe in gyms. I just want to show the audience one of these posts.
This man.
Now, I got to ask you guys this question in the chat. Got to ask you this question. Did you see, you saw how the woman, the anchor on the left, posed a question. Women complaining about not feeling safe at the gym. Answer this for me, Cap.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see anything that suggested that this man was a threat to these women on the gym floor?
No. It's a fucking glance. Dude, if I see someone laying on the fucking deck, talking with someone else hovering over them, and they have a fucking camera right there, like, it's gonna be like, huh? I'm gonna glance. He's like there. He scanned for maybe a second or two, went over there, and then went back to looking to his right. It's like, what do you expect from the guy? That's crazy. It's just.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like our viewer base is buying what this woman was selling, and this is why I brought this video up, because you're gonna see that he's gonna handle this like a G, okay? But I want you to pay very fucking close attention to how this woman phrases her statements and her questions.
Does nothing wrong. Again, there is a huge difference between staring at somebody, being a gym creep, and simply glancing or looking at somebody. This man is standing next to the machine that he's using, waiting to hit his set while his partner goes. He looks left, he looks right, and he looks down at you both, wondering what you're doing. That's normal. Not to mention, you're directly in front of him with this giant ball, with a camera pointed directly at him, filming him, and what you're doing for the entire internet to see. But you're upset that he looks at you for a second?
It was
Really?
less than a second.
Okay, so some of your posts, you do call out women who allege that there are men who are creeping on them at the gym. It does exist, though. It does happen. I've been there. A lot of women have.
Straw man argument, Cap. How you like that?
Straw man argument. Oh, it's so fucking AIDS. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's just. Victim, victim, victim. Every woman's a victim. I can't. It's just at some fucking point. Yes, is there murderers out there? Are there people that do vile shit? Yes, fucking of course, dumbass. But most of the people, just especially because of the social media age we fucking live in today, I mean, most people are just doing this shit for clout. Come on, like enough. Oh, I just. Why didn't God take me out? Like,
Take me, Lord. Take me.
Fucking,
I mean,
please.
Dude. That would be the equivalent, because you heard that two former NCAA football players were acquitted of forcible insertion of tab A into slot B. Mm-hmm. They were acquitted, found not guilty. And that woman would say, well, yeah, the judge basically calls this woman out for lying. But there are women who are EPARD. It does happen. Are we talking about this situation? Are we talking about situations where it actually did happen and claiming that they're not happening? Or are we pointing out this toxic behavior for what it is? But it does happen. Are you trying to say that it never happens, that women don't get creeped on and perved on ever? Oh my God.
Well, dude, honestly though, you have a bunch of creeps from women as well though. They go like overly fucking over the top, touchy-feely, weird shit at the gym. I mean,
you saw what happened to Busta Rhymes yesterday.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. Like, what the fuck? I'm interested to hear what this report.
Right. Listen how he handles. Because the thing is, sometimes when people ask questions, they're asking questions because they want to know the answers, and then there are times where the question isn't a question; it's an accusation.
Been in that situation as well. So, are you giving these creeps an excuse for their behavior?
Oh my God. This is so fucking stupid. This is so stupid. This is so fucking stupid. Really? That's an actual. So you mean the same guy throughout his channels? I'm a Joey Swole fan. So I watch all his content. I actually found him more through Facebook. So all these guys, this guy that is like sharing content, being extremely positive, is encouraging creeps in the gym.
I'm going to take you back to what he was saying here. I'm going to take you back to what he said.
Somebody that promotes gym positivity. It's really
ball with a camera pointed directly at him, filming him, and what you're doing.
Hold on a second. I want to make sure I get this right.
This man is standing next to the machine.
Okay.
This man does nothing wrong. Again, there is a huge difference between staring at somebody, being a gym creep, and simply glancing or looking at somebody.
Okay, we're gonna let him say it one more time for those in the back. You can't hear.
Between staring at somebody, being a gym creep, and simply glancing or looking at somebody.
So he makes it very clear that there is a difference between being a creep and glancing at somebody.
Mm-hmm.
He makes a very clear delineation of what that is. And her response to that is this.
Alleged that there are men who are creeping on them at the gym. It does exist, though. It does happen. I've been there. A lot of women have been in that situation as well. So are you giving these creeps an excuse for their behavior?
Yeah.
I love how fucking clear he was in the clip. He was very clear. There is a difference between creep behavior and not creep behavior. And he explained why this situation is not creep behavior.
Absolutely not. If you actually scroll through my page, there's several videos where women are being harassed by men, where I've actually stood up for the women. In one case, there was one woman that was harassed at a gym where I called corporate to make sure they did something about it. And I spoke to that woman, became friends with her, and tried to help her find a gym where she feels comfortable. To me, there's a big difference between staring at somebody, being a gym creep, and simply glancing at.
And he had to repeat what she just fucking said. You know she heard what he said the first time in the clip. This is like when white guys are just living their life, and then somebody comes out and is like, you have to be anti-racist. And then the guy's on the defensive. Oh, well, yeah, I do have this one black friend.
You're that black friend for me, Evil.
You have to replace the other black friend.
Someone. The other thing you have to understand is in gyms, one of the ways that we learn is by watching others. One of the ways that we pass time in the gym is being lost in thought. There's people around us doing physical activity, whether they're in good shape, they're working hard, they're doing an exercise that we would love to know, or it's simply just lost in thought, passing the time, thinking about other things between sets. People are going to glance at you. People are going to look at you in shared spaces. That doesn't give you the right to post, a man or woman. And again, there's nothing about gender or any agenda in my post. It's about making the gym a safe place for everyone, man, woman, every race, every size, every shape, as you said.
Okay, there are two things here that I want to pick you up on, and I'm going to start first with the posting issue, the social media issue. I mean, there's no doubt that social media has a big part to play in our lives now, and also in the gym, sure. I do wonder whether phones should actually be banned from the gym.
That's a great question. It's a great debate to have. There's so many people that I've
Why not just use the phones for what they're supposed to be used for?
That have said that
instead of being an asshole.
Should phones be banned in gyms? Well, obviously not, because you need them obviously for emergency purposes. There's people that do work between sets. There's people that use their phones to read on the treadmill. I understand that. I think gyms just need to be a little more strict on how they enforce policy. I don't have any problem with people filming stuff to create content, to educate people, to inspire people. I do it myself. People just need to be more responsible, and gyms need to take action. For example, if there is somebody that takes a video of somebody at the gym to shame them, to bully them, gyms should 100% revoke that membership. They need to be proactive. They need to do something about it. And there's a lot of people that agree with that.
And the thing is, I want you guys to like really, really think about the way that this conversation is going, right? She introduced the straw man arguments. She's not arguing in good faith. And then when it comes to something as simple as whether or not you should have your phone on you, she wants to go right to DEFCON 1. And he's like, listen, can we be reasonable here? Now, we've been told, Cap, that women are the reasonable creatures. And we're the ones that like to, just go 0 to 100 in 1 second flat. That's what we're told, right? But when you look at this interaction, he's like, hey, can we just like not be assholes? Women have bad things that happen to them too.
Talk about this other point too that I want to bring up with you, and that is harassment at the gym. Listen.
Now he just said you need to revoke the memberships of people who are harassing others at the gym. He just said that. But you know what? And guys, I want you to pay very, very close attention to this exchange because you're going to learn something with this. When you're talking to somebody that asked you a question that you just answered in the last thing you just said, that means they weren't listening. Do you know why many of the times they're not listening? Because they came there with an agenda. They didn't come there to have a good faith conversation with you. They came to try to prove a point at your expense. They came there with the need to be right. He just finished saying that gyms need to be proactive and revoke the memberships of people who are harassing others at the gym. Right? He said that he saved somebody from being harassed at the gym. And she comes back with this bullshit, Cap.
If you're a novice and you go into the gym, it's already a very intimidating space.
Which he's already said.
You yourself, Joey, are a big white bodybuilder.
Let's play. I knew. Cap. I see. I'm paying attention, Cap.
I'm tired.
I know who you are, Cap. Let me play it one more time for you.
Listen, if you're a novice and you
bro.
go into the gym, it's already a very intimidating space. You yourself, Joey, are a big white bodybuilder.
A big scary white guy that's just gonna come and fucking pillage me and just destroy me. Like, shut the fuck up. Enough. We're just a big, like, the framing of that. Like, he's some big scary white guy that's gonna pillage your pussy like it's Norway. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, enough. I'm tired of it. Dude, like, it's just ridiculous. Like,
do you like how she threw the race bait in there?
Victimization that happens by these dumb fucking see you next Tuesdays. Like, legitimately, if World War III happened and nukes were dropped all across the world, we'd be better off. I can't stand it. I legitimately.
So what you're saying is, you're not satisfied with the disappointment of having survived cancer. You want the big asteroid.
Yeah,
I
just want to just come take me, bro. Like sometimes, right? I just think I'm like, are these the end times? Like, is God just gonna finally end it for us? Because like we're at max stupidity at this point, and it's like it's from so many different societal issues. It's not even just stuff like this, but like we take such minor issues, make them into this big fucking deal, right? Like, oh, victimhood. It's like, I don't know, like people are dying of starvation. Like we have life terminal diseases we haven't solved. But no. This thought on Twitter, this thought in the gym, shaking her ass in front of a camera that like a guy glances at, him being a weirdo is the biggest thing in the world. It's ridiculous. And then like some big, scary white man. Ooh, shut the fuck up. I'm tired of that. I'm so tired of the anti-white rhetoric. And like how racist that is. It's like, like what would that see? What would sound like evil if it was like, oh, big, like, evil, you're some big strong black guy. Like, how would that you're some big scary black guy at the gym. Like, what? How would that sound? Like, come on, man. Like, enough.
I just and the thing is, man,
fuck.
And this is, as a black guy, I get really irritated whenever I see instances in society where, well, it seems like society simultaneously expects the worst of me, but demands the best of me. And what I mean is this. they treat me as if I'm some sort of threat. But then I can't just be regular polite. I have to go above and beyond. I have to be extra nice to the point where it hurts. Just to be looked at as a regular, normal human being. And I think that for a lot of white men are starting to feel a lot of the same way. Like, I can't just not be an actual threat to you. I have to go and coddle you and reassure you that I'm not going to do anything to you when I'm just when I'm just minding my goddamn business. Is me minding my business just existing over in this corner? That's not enough for you?
Yeah,
I have to actually draw up a scroll with actual calligraphy. I have to actually have a calligrapher write up a scroll that says, I declare that I will not harm any of these precious white and minority females. Oh my, I'm going to do everything I can, not to make sure that you are safe from me, but to make sure you feel safe, because apparently my actions, me being responsible for my actions, that's not enough. I'm responsible for how you feel about an action that I could take.
So we're kind of at the point, and I mean this, and this is probably, this isn't necessarily completely going with this video themes, but I will say, leading questions like that, and I want your opinion on this, and sorry, I apologize for the quick sidebar. I feel like
no, you're good. We talking
like that,
shit, man.
reporting like that,
like and subscribe,
makes more
bitches.
white people. It makes more white people racist. Like, because like, think about it, right? People are like, oh, we gotta like white men evil. Like, at some point, people are gonna be like, well, you know what? Fuck y'all, and like just kind of go, and then they'll go to the local the Klan meeting, and they'll be like, you know what? Maybe you guys, weren't all the way wrong, and that's because when you continually insult, degrade, and go after people, they're gonna go to the groups that accept them. Now, I'm not co-signing racism. I'm just saying, when you have this type of rhetoric and you keep pushing this kind of narrative, you just create more racist. It's wild, right? Like, they want to end racism. That's a big thing. But when you keep having qualifiers of every statement of the big scary white man, like, enough.
I've been saying for a long time, Cap.
Enough, man.
I've been saying for a long time, I don't think they want an end to racism. They need this enmity to continue. And I've been saying this since Donald Trump announced that he intended to run for election. When he announced it in 2014, 2015. Actually, I've been saying this back when Obama was running back in 2008. That people want to keep the hate going. And they will stop at nothing to if it seems like it's starting to die down, then they'll try to put it onto you, and now they try to force you to prove a negative. And I've been saying, since the Obama years, that a lot of people, I do believe this, a lot of people back when Obama was running for president in 2008 and then again in 2012, that remember, you need white people to vote in the president, because at the time, white people were the complete racial majority back then. Now, they are the largest minority in the United States, since white people make up less than 50% of the American population, but they're still they still have the largest, they're the largest minority, being that they are less than 50% of the population. But back then, they were still at like 53 to 56% of the U.S. population back then. So the only way you get Obama into the White House, if you rounded up all the black people and had them vote, well, the black people only make up 12% of the population. You're not going to get the presidency from that. You're not going to. You need white people. So a bunch of white people voted for Obama. So, and I've been saying this since 2008. A lot of those people were trying to prove, look, everybody, I'm not racist. Look, I voted for the leader of the free world to be a nigger. Please leave me alone. Stop calling me a racist, please. You know what? I'll do you one better. I'll vote for him again in 2012, even though he didn't do anything the first 4 years.
Right.
And then every single time a black person disagreed with a white person in public discourse, you're racist. I voted for Obama. What more do you want me to do? It's fucking stupid.
It is fucking stupid.
So you put people on the defensive for no reason. It's fucking stupid.
You know, no
and
one.
And then you get mad when Trump comes. I predicted Trump. I predicted Trump was coming because people get tired of that shit. They get tired of constantly being demonized, and the only thing they did was say, you know what? I don't fully agree with you on this subject. Racist, bigot. All right, well, when people start speaking, you know, they're going to stop speaking out in public, but then they're going to vote at the ballot box.
Is going to harass you. But if someone who's just going there to try to get fit and they are harassed, what do you do? Like, how do you handle that harassment?
Well, they might not harass me, but I'll definitely be stereotyped and judged as being a big, scary, intimidating bodybuilder.
You like how he handled that?
Yeah.
He called her out. She didn't know that she was being called out. And if she did, she's happy because the camera's not on her. It was like, listen, yeah, no, nobody's going to approach me. But, you know, I have people like you who are going to project a persona onto me when you don't even fucking know me. When you have all of this body of work that says that I'm inclusive and I want to get rid of toxic gym culture, that's still not good enough for you. It's fucking stupid.
My message to people that are just starting out, novices especially, and again, I don't.
That was a very frustrated side, y'all.
That's part of what I'm trying to, you know, take away to eliminate this toxic gym culture with that, which that is a big part of. If somebody is harassed in the gym, obviously there's management staff that you can speak to.
Yeah.
If it goes beyond that, you know, if you need to get the legal authorities involved, call the police. And I would also venture to say this, you know, those big, scary men and women in the gym that have the big muscles and you're
Notice how he added the women in there too.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, you want a stereotype? I got something for you.
All that crazy stuff. They'll have your back. If you come to one of us and say, hey, this is what's going on, or even if you simply just have a question or you feel intimidated, that's one of the messages I try to put out there. The big, scary men and women in the gym, those big, strong, scary men and women are the biggest teddy bears. 99.9% of the time, they're the sweetest people you'll ever meet.
And that's what I want to end this on. That is the single most important thing that you guys have to understand. I've worked at the most hardcore fucking bodybuilding gyms in New York City. I've worked alongside IFBB professional. I'm talking about guys that compete at Mr. Olympia.
Yeah.
You ever heard of the bodybuilder Kai Green?
Yeah.
I used to talk to him directly in the gym. Fucking ectomorph, fucking skinny trainer guy. Right?
Right.
And you're talking about when he was at his peak, the #2 bodybuilder in the world?
That's crazy.
And he would sit there and talk to me like I was just anybody. I remember one time when I moved away from that neighborhood. I remember I saw him on the street because I think I was like going to the grocery store or I don't know. I was just in the neighborhood after I moved away, and I saw him on the street, and he recognized me. He walked up to me.
That's pretty cool.
The #2 bodybuilder and when you see this guy, he's a little bit on the short side, but man, it's like watching like a fucking it's like a fucking massive.
It's like a train.
Yeah, it's like a fucking train car walking up to you, right? Because he remembered me. And the thing is, this guy's been all over the world. When you see Kai Green is like 3 times this guy's size, muscle for muscle.
Well, the funny part is too, because like even like when I played hockey at pretty high levels, I went to performance like base gyms. Like we would actually have pro athletes in the gyms I worked at. Like guys would be in. It's actually funny, Rocco Baldelli. He was in that gym, and then a few NHL players, and
Rocco was a third baseman.
No, he was outfielder. He was a left fielder, and then he had like some weird disease where he actually it was like a fatigue disease. I forget the exact name of it, but he's actually coaching now or managing. And but anyways, we had this body lifter in there. Dude, he was the nicest guy, like always laughing, like very jovial type person, and he would be like I remember, I think, what was I doing? I was doing hang cleans, and I guess I wasn't doing the form correctly. And he's like, hey, let me show you how to do it. And like, dude was so nice, like it legitimate. Like usually the big tough guys, like they're super nice people. In my eyes,
channelopathy is the disease you were talking about.
Yeah, and he was. I mean, these people that go in the gym and work out, like they're not some hardo. Now, mind you, maybe you get the weird oddball. I'm not saying that doesn't exist, but generally they just want people to come to the gym, work out, and do their thing. It's more of this new age wave of younger content creators that make it more toxic, in my opinion. Because I think the toxic gym culture, while I think some exist in some forms, is completely overblown. Whereas I feel like more of the toxicity comes from the younger crowd now that records themselves and tries to make victim videos and yada yada yada. Like a lot of people that you talk to, if they work out quite a lot, like they want more people to come. They want the gym to stay open, at least through my experiences, anyways.
Yeah, I have Shane McMahon, right?
Yep.
I've talked about him on the channel, right? Look at Polly Chaser and Xenon basically saying the same thing, right? Now, you will find individuals in the gym who are toxic, but they are in the extreme minority.
Absolutely.
Okay, I've been a fitness professional for now more than 11 years. And there's always a couple of pompous douchebags that think that they are better than other people because they're in that top 1% of people when it comes to physique, right? Or strength. You get like these super strong guys, right? But you wrestling fans that are in the chat, you guys know who Shane McMahon is. Okay? I walk up to the guy, he gives me a handshake. Hey, how you doing? He's by far the most famous guy that walks in the gym. He doesn't care. I remember I had a client who was ashamed because he was wearing an AEW t-shirt when they first launched All Elite Wrestling, and he was afraid to approach Shane McMahon, being that Shane McMahon is the WWE camp. And I said, hey, Shane, this kid is kind of freaking out because he's wearing an AEW shirt. He walked right up to my fucking butterball clients like, dude, I love those guys over there. I like what they're doing over at AEW. Like, why would you assume that I would just not like what they're doing or not like those guys? The guys that are larger than me, because I personal trainers hire personal trainers too. I talk to other trainers who look better than me or stronger than me. We have conversations about our programs. 99% of these guys and gals. Well, the guys are usually more cool than the gals. I'm just going to be the dudes are way more open with having conversations with you in the gym than the women are. And sometimes, I would go and talk to a woman and ask her for tips. And I would get like this attitude like, yeah, you're coming to me. And it's just like, I believe I can learn from everybody. Right. I remember this one guy, last name Martinez, who's also a professional bodybuilder. I saw him doing something that was hurting his back. This guy is a professional bodybuilder. And I'm going up to him and I'm like, dude, I see you doing something. You look uncomfortable. I think I can help you with that. This guy had no ego. No ego. Right? And I'm talking about in the heart of Chelsea, where you would think the richest people are living there. You would think the most pompous people are there. I remember talking to Anderson Cooper in the locker room once. And I just asked him a political question because some wild shit was happening. And he was just like any other fucking guy. You know, I got into a debate with Louis Rossman in the gym when I was training him there. And some right-winger guy jumped in my face and got all crazy. But within 10 minutes, he was chilling. We were having a conversation.
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes down in the gym. This toxic gym culture. Fuck off. Seriously, fuck off.
Like I said, I think most of that toxicity comes from the newer generation, if anything. Like just the recording. Not even I'm not saying the gym people, the people that record. The people that try to make content instead of going to the gym, doing their thing, actually working on themselves. It's usually the ones that are trying to like get a quick buck off of notoriety that are the most toxic, in my opinion. So
I want you to see this, Cap. When you see this, I want you all to see this. I want all of your opinions when you see this.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. The other chick grabbed her barbell off the I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
That's fucked.
And people are just walking by like, sorry. Mm-hmm. She finished her set. She's minding her business. The other guys are minding their business. Now, I want you guys to just take in what just happened there.
Oh shit.
Okay.
You know, okay.
So a 145-pound safety bar squat.
Yeah.
She gets the first one, but you can tell that she's got that circular motion, which means she's leaking strength. The woman is strong, but she's leaking strength because her movement pattern's all fucked up, right? But you can see in that first one, it took her a little bit. And then the second one, well, I'll get to that. Cap, your analysis.
I mean, first off, I do think if you're doing a weight that's new, you should have someone spotting or someone right there to maybe kind of give you a hand. Also, my analysis just in general, and this is just my opinion. You know how she was kind of stuck in that squat? And I know you could possibly get hurt by doing that, but if she really got stuck like that, couldn't she just like lean back and let the kind of weight roll off?
I love that you asked that question, Cap. Now, here's the problem with that, Cap. It was a safety bar squat.
Wait, so that was like in front too?
So the handle is in front of her.
Yeah.
So it's so difficult to get that bar off of you because it's weighted in a way to help you keep your balance. Now, if it was just a regular barbell, she could have dumped it. But because she was using the safety bar, which is ironically supposed to help you squat it in that situation.
Yeah.
Now, the problem that I have with this, and let me tell you guys something. JD ran afoul of my ire for this. That woman had already overcome the hardest part of the squat before she gave up. Nothing pisses me off more than that. she had already did all the work. Like once you get past the midway point, because her squat was very deep. That is cool, right? But she had already overcome the heaviest part of the squat. She panics and then drops. That pisses me off because it's not so much that she couldn't squat. It's that she mentally clammed up, went into lizard brain, and she stopped focusing. She stopped pushing. She could have hit that rep. That's what would piss me off if I was her coach. You can't do the hardest part of the squat and then give up when it starts to get easy. You gotta stay switched in. And JD ran afoul of that on the deadlift. He panicked and did a bunch of weird jerky movements. And it's like, dude, if you would have just stayed in, moved your hips like you're supposed to, you wouldn't have had all of that trouble. So that's the pet peeve for me. But you guys are seeing the social stuff. The unfortunate collateral damage is like, you're not going to catch me being a creep. Oh, I'm a creep now, right? You're a strong, independent woman that don't need no man, right? You don't need no man. Right?
That's how the cookie crumbles. You know what though? I will say this is and that's facts, Jimmy Dean.
I'm telling you, ask JD. JD will confirm. Like, that's the only time we've been in the gym. And I was just like, I don't like that, Jay. I looked at him right in the face and said, that's unacceptable. Straight up, right in his face. Unacceptable. So you know what happened? You know what happened? Guys, go check out the short that I posted. It was the same weight that he bitched up on last week, the same weight. He did 20% more reps at the same weight and did not bitch up. Hit every fucking rep that I prescribed 1 week later.
I'm just jealous people can actually use their hips. So,
hey, you said you had like a dislocation, right?
Yeah. It's because the tendons are all fucked up. I had to get it popped back in.
Yeah, that scares the shit out of me, man.
Yeah,
that scares the shit out of me. I want to leave I want to leave on this note. Yeah, he gave me my 25 reps, y'all. He gave me my 25 reps at 205. Next week, he's going to give me 35 reps. He's doing 7 sets of 5 on the deadlift at 205. Pray for him, y'all. Or pray for his hands, because that's really the problem. Like, the dude could deadlift way heavier than 205. The problem is the grip strength gives out on him. That's his real problem. Okay? So before we leave, there was a funny story, because there's so many weird news stories going on in the world, right? And so, I just want to ask you guys a little impromptu poll in the comments section. I want to know, money is no object. And I'm telling you, there's really no trolling with this, unless you say you go. Money is no option. Is no object. Okay? What car brand do you want most a car from? We'll start with you, Cap.
Wait. What car brand
What
I
car
want the
brand?
most?
What car? What car? If you can have it today, money is no option, right? We have 1.5 million subscribers. We're bringing in X number of dollars per month. We split it. You can go to the dealership. You can go to any dealership and get what you want. What car brand or what particular car would you get? Money is no option.
What car? I'll be honest with you. I'm not really big into much of the supercars. I have two answers, so I'll go with it's difficult. Probably like a fully loaded out probably like a fully loaded, like an F-250 or some shit.
Ooh.
I like trucks.
Ooh.
Like that like because I could use that shit to like when I'm working on my house and like fucking go back and forth, but fully loaded. And outside of that, like maybe this be kind of like I don't know, more the military version. But I love a Hummer. That should be sick. Just have a Hummer.
What do you think of the new electric Hummer?
Actually, funny enough, the GMC that's making it now, they haven't come up with a price point yet from what I saw. I'm interested to see how it works. The problem with the electric,
You're talking about the electric
vehicles,
Hummer?
Yeah, electric Hummer. Like what?
That's been on sale. It's been on sale for like 7 months, at least.
No, the GMC. No, when I went to the GMC website because they're, I was trying to look for MSRP.
Oh, the MSRPs are north of $100,000, but the resale value sometimes coming in as twice that or 3 times that. Oh, Jimmy Dean says a Silverado 2500 heavy duty with a Cummins and a lift kit. Oh man, he knows. Ooh, a 2018 Viper? Did he? No, they
oh,
don't
it's
make the Viper
108,000.
anymore.
Okay, maybe I didn't see it earlier, but I would definitely.
They don't make the
I don't
Viper
know.
anymore, though.
The problem with the electric cars, man, is the batteries and just how expensive that shit can get. I don't know, but that car would be kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie. Shit. Oh, ew! It's kind of ugly as hell though when it's not like fully covered.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like it like SUV type shit, like covered. I don't like the whole open plan. But like, and the weird thing with electric cars though, just quick, I'll let you go to yours, is they're usually uncomfortable on the inside. Maybe that's just my experience.
Well, if you listen to Lewis talk about his Model 3, his Tesla Model 3, he was like, listen, I feel bad for anybody sitting in that backseat. It's fucking terrible. And it's crazy because Tesla apparently, allegedly, has overtaken BMW as the #1 luxury car brand in the country. And it's like, you guys think a Model 3 is a luxury car? Fuck out of here.
That's a hot take there.
Ugh. Yeah.
What's your car? That one souped out car you'd have to get, like something that you would sell your soul for. But just not.
I keep going back and forth on this one, Cap, but I probably have to say it would be the Lamborghini Huracan Evo. It's a soft top convertible.
Let me look at it. Lamborghini.
He said the Cybertruck is a luxury car. The Huracan, it's so beautiful and the simplicity. Oh my god! I just keep coming back to that car.
You said Evo, EV.
Yeah, the Huracan Evo.
I mean, this kind of looks clean. I ain't gonna lie.
It's so clean, man.
That's clean. You can get one for $200,000. Only a mere 200.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, you have other hypercars that are not as beautiful, and maybe, I mean, there's over 600 horsepower. I think it's like 600 horsepower,
Max
605
speed,
horsepower.
325 kilometers per hour.
200K is attainable, like my mind. In my mind, a 200K, well, I would take the M5 before it had the long butt cheeks on the front. Now, guys, I got another question for you. When you think of the worst made car driven in the United States or in your country, which car brand do you think is the worst? I want to get everybody's opinions. He said Kia.
Like,
wow.
No doubt, bro. A Kia. Like, if legitimately one of the worst cars I've ever had a chance to work on as a mechanic, and then just drive. They're like a fucking. It's like a pile of shit on wheels I'm be honest with you.
I want to see what other people think are the worst. What do you think would be the
Everyone
worst?
say Kia. It's the right answer. It's the absolute right answer. Over there, I mean, maybe you know what? To be fair, maybe they've gotten better. But when I was
They have
working
a
on
long
them,
warranty now.
oh, they fucking suck though. Like just the maybe this is just me being bougie, but like when you can't get the minor shit right to me, the stuff like last is very minor. I look down on it. Like, I remember my sister. She got a brand new Kia. I think it was like 2016, and like within like a few
Everybody
months,
hates Kias.
let's go. Saw the dice.
That is funny as shit. Oh, Maserati. Yeah, Maserati's overrated. Well, I'm about to reveal to you guys what it actually is. You guys ready? The worst car company, worst built car, Range Rover.
Oh, that shit is trash. No, Range Rovers are trash. No, they're absolute trash cars. That's fair. You know what's funny though? I don't like because why did Range Rovers get so much love? Like for rappers and music and shit like that, being the Rover, like
Cachet, baby.
It's such a mechanical. It's a mechanical piece of shit. Like, have you ever worked on those? Well, no, you haven't. But like, if you've ever worked on those things and have you driven a Range Rover before?
No, actually, when I was targeting my second vehicle, when I was getting rid of my X5, because my first car ever was a late model BMW X5 xDrive 35i 2016. And I ordered it in 2015 before I even had a driver's license. I ordered that car. When I was getting rid of that and I was looking and I was looking for a new one, the Range Rover Velar was coming out. And that shit looked so sexy. It was, I think, like the first Range Rover that had the door handles flush in the body.
Yeah.
Right? He said that's not a car. It need to be drivable.
That's fine. That's facts.
But when I went to the Range Rover dealer, they treated me like I was a worthless N-word, wasting their time. And I was like, well, you don't really want to lease or sell a car today. And I went there with my Asian girlfriend. Shout out to Rolling Diary. Thank you for making all the thumbnails and doing all the editing. Everybody show some love to Gina, the Rolling Diary. She has a very tiny YouTube channel where she kind of does like IRL vlogs, mostly in Korean.
Which I'm fluent.
You know, we went in there and they just treated me like, you know, they did not treat me as if like I was a customer that they wanted. So I ended up not going with them. At the time, I also test drove a Porsche Macan, but I ended up in a 2018 Mercedes-Benz GLE 350. And it was an okay experience, but not... I didn't love the car when I got it. Yeah, so guys, you know, on YouTube at Rolling Diary, she works really hard, especially on the English, for the Korean to English translations and back. She works really hard on that, and she has another IRL channel that she is experimenting with, right?
Can I be real though? I have a little problem with that channel name because I feel like it's kind of slighting me because she talks about walking in the channel name and I can't do that.
Oh yeah, because we're ableist over here.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we really should
calm down with your bigotry.
Yeah, we really should start like doing eugenics, and then anybody who gets a hip injury, we just put them down.
Exactly, bro. That's disgusting, man. This is like, you know, You gotta stop the hate. The Range Rovers are straight trash. I'm sorry.
So I do want to leave on something funny, because I think that you guys will find this to be pretty funny. It's pretty fucked up, but pretty funny.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah, I just didn't want to wait until next week for this.
No, let's go.
Shout out to Long Beach Griffey. I actually found out about him through Captain Paul.
The Mr. Not giving a fuck at all. Love it.
Okay, so take it away, Long Beach.
It's Black History Month. We need black everything.
No, Rihanna,
I don't like it either. But you know what I mean? Unfucking fortunately, we do, sir. When life gives you lemons, choose capitalism. Now, what's that famous quote by that one monkey? If you sit for anything, if you stand something, and if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. It's a quote by Elton John. What? No, it wasn't Elton John that said that quote. And Elton John isn't even a black. Okay, it was the rapper Ludacris that said that quote. Oh my God, are you guys fucking idiots? It was Morgan Freeman who said it. Look, guys, look. I don't care what said it. Okay? At the end of the day, they all fought for the same thing. To use the white restrooms. They actually fought for civil rights. What is that? Isn't that like illegal in the US? I read something. No. I think like civil rights, like I think it like it had like something to do with like I don't really know what the fuck they was crying about, to be honest. But like I think I'm sure it was something to do with like taxes or like cereal. Let me Google
Cereal.
it. Can black people even have civil rights? It's so weird to me, right?
What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Right here, it say that black people wanted to be equal to white people. Silly niggas. What the fuck? But honestly, seriously, Black Lives Matter for only 1 month out of the year. So, like the darkies would say, let's get this bread. Yeah, thank God we give them the shortest month of the year. They don't even deserve a full 31 days. They don't deserve anything but another 400 years up top, John. Now, all hands in to another year of exploiting the blacks in February and the gays in June. White excellence on 3, white excellence on me. 1, 2, 3.
White excellence. Rihanna pregnant.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I like how he added that ad lib.
Savage.
I love his channels, dude. It's so great. It's just such a dick.
No,
He takes the piss out of both sides. Dude, he makes fun of everybody. That's the great thing.
Yeah, Polly Chaser doesn't get it. Basically, what Long Beach is doing is pointing out the hypocrisy, where they pretend that they want to treat black people equally. They pretend to care about black people. When they don't know anything about black people, they don't care to know anything about black people, and they look at black people as a way to make profits in months that don't have Easter or Christmas or Thanksgiving or Halloween. So they're just kind of pointing out a lot of the double talk and the double speak, and a lot of the conversations that go on behind closed doors. Like they'll talk like this whole woke shit, but in the back rooms, what they really feel about black people, well, that's kind of like one of those things. So, yeah, but the American view is pretty limited. I would probably use the word, what's the word I'm looking for? Ignorant. That's the word. Yeah. So, good question, Xenon. Will your channel be around tomorrow? Well, we will be live on the air. Not when I say we, I don't mean him.
No, listen,
Don't mean that guy.
It's not. To be fair, though, it's not in my contract, and we have a theme going here on this channel that I don't show up on Saturday. So let's stick with it. Let's stay full, like faithful to the lore.
I
of the
really
channel.
wanted to call you something, but I can't because I don't know who the CEO of YouTube is, and we might get like instantly banned if I called you what I really wanted to call you.
Listen.
I called you it earlier on the phone.
Yeah, you called me an English cigarette, which you are, but you know, hey.
Oh shit.
But yeah, we'll be around. Well, he'll be around tomorrow doing his thing, and I will be profiting off of Black Label.
He can't handle all of the people that can actually use their hips.
No. Like, listen, let's just call it what it is. I think there's some ableism going on in that stream when people can move around and walk and stuff. I'm not here for it.
Yes, the ableism, y'all. Yeah, but we will be live. There might be a little bit of a surprise that we might have for you for tomorrow's stream. So stay tuned. Again, I must thank all of you for your support. We do apologize. We know that we were supposed to be here at 11 a.m. Eastern time on Wednesday, but if we are like really being real about it, Cap is really struggling with his hip.
Yep.
You know,
two more weeks.
You said that your hip actually dislocated.
Yes, it popped out of the socket because the tendons that
supposed to hold them together.
Yeah, so it's to hold them together in the slot, and then I got bone spurs, and so it's actually been doing more damage, and it's a whole fucking convoluted bullshit. But like, guess what, man? Only 13 more days, and your boy's going underneath the knife, and it's gonna suck because I won't be able to really walk for 6 weeks. But I'm so excited just to get back to normal, man. You have no idea. No idea.
He's going to be on a gurney for TSP number 64 through 84. He's just going to be on a gurney laying down.
I mean, actually, it might come to that where I'm literally laying down in bed doing the show, but hey, I'm there.
Yeah,
so.
we have to have the microphone, you know, to be like, he'd be laid back with the microphone here. Yeah, this is my opinion. I'm talking shit.
Yeah. And traditionalists, yes, body, yes, that is your body saying to do something different, but I can't do anything different than exist. You're essentially wishing I'm dead. So, fortunately, not much else I can do there. But yeah, I'm just so excited to get back to normal. But
yeah, I really want to thank all of y'all because, you know, we were actually talking about this before we went on the air. We were talking about like what it meant to pass the 1,000 subscriber plateau, and you know, talking about the ugly business of trying to create content. And the ugly business of it is you know, people might mock you for this, but you know, we put a lot of money into this project, and you know, the microphones that we're using, these microphones, these SM7V, you know, they're not cheap,
expensive, dude. No.
Okay. You know, in order to like upgrade cameras and all of that, I even told JD bought a $700 camera, and I said, dude, that's not enough, man. I mean, that's good enough for what me and Captain Paul are doing, but where you're at, you need to be, the cheapest camera you should be looking at is $2,000 if you're looking to step up, right? Like, my whole fucking setup cost so much money, man, over the years. You guys don't want to know. Obviously, when we make content, we'd like to be compensated for it. We put a lot of effort into it. In fact, we've been working on this project for what, 27 months now?
Yeah.
Haven't seen a dime.
Yeah.
I believe actually it was Polychaser that was kind of getting pissed off because we didn't have a donation link. I think Cap, I think you put the donation link up on the Twitch channel.
On the Twitch, and I did it on the YouTube description, I believe. I can double check that, but yeah.
Right. And you did the application for monetization on YouTube, right? You completed that for us today?
Yeah, since my Google AdSense, I already have an account because the locker room has a Google AdSense. Now it just had to add it on to this, so it shouldn't take long. They say about a month, but I know
it might be quicker than that because, see,
yeah,
we're getting reviewed, y'all. So
it took me a couple days.
Yeah, yeah. Now imagine an expensive hobby like YouTube content creation, fucking computers that are strong enough to do video editing. Cap has 2 computers. I have this computer, rolling diary. She has my MacBook Pro, and she has her MacBook. Yeah, there's so much. There are screens, expensive screens, all over my house. The screen that I'm looking at right now, this is $1,000 screen. This iPad situation here cost me like $2,300. That monitor cost me $400. That TV didn't cost me that much behind me, and it was like, I don't know, $700-800.
I mean, when end of the day, like
might cost $500.
We put money into the project. We hope this is gonna be nice to see a little bit of a return. Listen,
and then put more into the project, right?
Yeah, I mean, my hockey videos do pretty well, but it's not like I'm making a super killing off of the money I'm earning there yet, right? And I think what it's just going to come down to is consistency, having fun with the project, and hopefully down the road, like we can make quite a bit of money on here to keep putting more money into the project, so we can bring things on greater scale and have fun. And I try. Well, Jimmy Dean, we've already done that. I already have things kind of in place for that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he's taking care of all of that because what you guys don't know is he has a financial education, like actual financial education. So I'll let him handle all of that. I mean, why do you think our Gmail is what it is?
Yeah. So it's what it kind of comes
a good
down
reminder.
to.
If you guys want us to cover certain topics, because I'm pretty passionate. As Polychaser found out how passionate I can be covering certain topics, Talking Shit Podcast LLC at gmail.com. Follow us on the socials at talking_sh_t. Okay. Please do us a favor and take a look at the Locker Room YT. Take a look if you like hockey. Because obviously he believes that only hockey teams have locker rooms, so he named it the Locker Room to only talk about hockey. But
calm down there, Sally.
If you are a hockey fan, he's getting a lot of traction over there because he makes really good videos. I normally don't watch our videos because once we make it, I just don't go back to it. But I watched Captain Paul's takes on different NHL teams and players. I highly recommend it if you do love the NHL or a team in the NHL. Really good commentaries from Captain Paul on the Locker Room. So please, 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 please definitely check him out. The Locker Room YT. Please do that. I really dude, I am not blowing smoke up your ass, dude. I watch all of your shorts now on that channel and every video you put up. But here's the thing. Now that I watch your channel, a bunch of hockey commentator channels are now on my recommended. Like, get the fuck out of my recommended.
I mean, I appreciate that. And actually, we're going to be going into other sports, though, as well. I've done it on the channel before. It's been mainly hockey-centric because, I mean, the initial plan of this project was to have so many different shows on it. So I'd be essentially kind of like a independent sports center in a way, right? That was kind of the initial thing where we're just talking the sports going in there, and that's still the long-term plan. We're gonna probably have me and Evil will have a baseball show because this year I'm actually planning to get finally back into baseball. I used to be a massive baseball fan. Jesus.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
That's great.
Well, you should love our shorts. My guy JD, I uploaded a short today. Him really wrecking the deadlift. So yeah, you may not like the shorts on YouTube, but watch our shorts on YouTube.
Watch our shorts, please. So, but I mean, I think that's pretty much all to say for sports stuff. Come on over to the locker room because Evil's going to be over there as well. And I mean, yeah. So make sure to follow us on our socials, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button because
please,
I got starving kids at home I need to feed. So
yeah, that are still in his ball sack. I want to also invite you guys to check out my regular channel, please. You guys know here we go. Please check me out on YouTube. I'm going to be uploading Arcade Racing, which is Asphalt 9. I am going to be streaming that live. I also started streaming this game, Horizon Forbidden West, and I don't completely hate the game, so I'm going to continue doing that. You're going to get more driving live streams out of me, and I'm going to start uploading commentaries on that channel. Certain stuff that is kind of like overflowing stuff that is like, I'm just not going to upload all of this stuff here. I'll upload it over to DEG. So please, if you haven't already, subscribe to my main channel. There's gaming, there's life, there's social commentary, and me, driving the cars that I have. I love the cars that I have. I love one of them more than the other, but we can have conversations while I drive and all that stuff. So again, I really do appreciate all y'all. We're gonna get up out of here again. We love you guys. We only wanted to be here for an hour, but we love you so much that we stood here. We're gonna do our 1,000 subscriber celebration. That's gonna be the next podcast will be number 62.
Or should we just wait till monetization celebration?
Okay. I mean, maybe by the time we do episode 62, we'll get an answer.
Fuck off. Listen, I'm sorry my hip don't work. But all right, let's get up.
I mean, hey, we could get an answer on Monday and go live on Wednesday. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, thank you for everyone to subscribing, supporting this channel. I mean, this has been
see, he's
great.
thinking. He's thinking.
Yeah, true.
And the thing is, guys, if you want my lady to retain her dignity and not be tempted to start an OnlyFans, please continue to support the platform, okay? Because she wants to buy a house. And by the way, can we give extra special love to Polychaser?
To our first
He's our first patron.
Dude, I was so surprised when I got when you told me. I was like, wait, what? Someone actually subscribed? That was great, man. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Like, dude, ain't that some shit?
I mean, we got to be a little bit better though about posting some stuff. I'm not gonna lie. So
I mean, there's somebody that's there now, so
that's true. We definitely got to.
Guys, if you want to support what we're doing here, we do have a Patreon link in the description. If it's not there now, it'll be there before the end of the night. If you guys look in our descriptions, you'll see that the link to the Patreon is there, and of course, you'll be able to do like the super chat thing soon. You'll be able to do a whole bunch of stuff. So if you want to support the platform, you are now going to get your opportunity to do so. We don't have it up, but it'll be up tonight. But
it's also in the channel about me, I believe too.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
updated
So
everything.
yeah, if you look at the information in the channel, you will find it there. And the thing is, I'm just gonna be real with y'all. When you guys support us the way that you do, it makes us want to create more content. It makes us like, it's just like, yo, did you hear the story? Let's jump in there. Let's record. Let's jump in there. Let's go live. Let's do this. Let's do that. So it has. I mean, if you guys really start supporting, then he'll start showing up for the watch party. I think what he wants to see is the super chats come in the live stream before he starts showing up for work.
Don't
I
make me
really
look
want
like
to call
some
you what
fucking
you
money
are,
hungry asshole.
dude. I want to call you what you are, but we get
Yeah.
canceled. If I
Bro,
really just want to
just got-
identify
I got
you
so,
accurately.
I got so much shit going on with a lot of my other channels, bro. I'm sorry. Like, I'm big time right now. I'm big time, bro, with my 300 more subscribers. I'll make some time, all right? I'll show up eventually. Maybe next year I'll bring home the milk,
Yo, Polly is like, yo, don't even joke like that, son. He's like, no, don't even joke like that.
No.
But we'll be back for episode 62, either Tuesday, but definitely by Wednesday. Filthy Casual MMA Watch Party is tomorrow night. That's a guarantee. We'll have some more clips and recorded content and shorts. We'll have that too. Until next time, we up out of here. Thank you so much.